This is one of the most loved Bartesian pods out there, the Old Fashioned, and I gave it a 6 out of 10. Let me tell you why. I drink my whiskey neat, I lean towards scotch over bourbon, and this was the first Old Fashioned I had ever had. So I came to it with fresh eyes. The Bartesian Old Fashioned is a single spirit whiskey capsule. The capsule itself has no alcohol. You supply the whiskey, you pour it into the spirit bottle, drop in the pod, pick your strength, and the machine pours the cocktail. Bartesian describes it as spirit forward, with notes of oak and orange citrus. For my pour, I used Woodford Reserve, a solid mid-range bourbon. I ran it on the regular setting, which gives you about 2 ounces of spirit, and I served it over ice in a heavy rocks glass with an orange peel and a couple of maraschino cherries. Now the taste. Coming from neat scotch, this drank softer and milder than I expected, and for an easy cocktail, I count that as a plus. The color is a beautiful golden brown. The first sips had a little whiskey bite, but it mellowed the deeper I got into the glass, and the citrus came forward as I went. It is not too sweet, and it finishes easy. On the whiskey, use whatever you like. The base spirit is whiskey, so bourbon keeps it classic while a rye would push it spicier. Woodford may not have been the ideal match. Next time, I want to try a softer, wheated bourbon like Maker's Mark, to see if it rounds the drink out. On strength, regular pours about 2 ounces. Strong pushes it higher if you want it more spirit forward. So who is this for? If you like bourbon or whiskey, and you want a classic old-fashioned without measuring and muddling, this is an easy yes. If you do not like the taste of whiskey, skip it, because it tastes like a whiskey drink. As a neat scotch guy, a heavy spirit-forward pour fits a dark cigar bar evening. This drink's lighter than that, so I would reach for it on a warm day, somewhere relaxed, when I want a whiskey note without sipping it straight. Which brings me back to the 6. 2 things keep me humble about that score. First, this was my first old-fashioned ever, so I have nothing to compare it to. Second, my bourbon may not have been the best match, and a different one down the road might move the score. It is a good drink, and I enjoyed it. But for a first taste, a 6 feels honest. Maybe it is me, not the pod. If you want to build a menu for your own whiskey night, our free menu maker makes it easy. Head to thecocktailace.com, where you will also find the full written review with all my notes. Thecocktailace.com. No login, no paywall.